If you're planning on making a move this spring, you need to stay informed. And what better way than with this month's market update? So stick around for my personal advice for buyers and sellers at the end of this video, or jump straight to it. Roll the intro. Last month, the real estate market felt well balanced in general. I noticed a slight uptick in home sales and modest price shifts. The housing inventory reached an 8-year high for April, so there are plenty of options for buyers, with for sale signs popping up in most neighborhoods and open houses buzzing. With that in mind, let's take a look at total sales. A total of almost 700 residential homes were sold through the MLS system in Waterloo Region in April. This represents an increase of 3.3% compared to the same period last year and a decline of 12.3% compared to the previous 5-year average for April. Total residential sales in April included 406 detached homes, 57 semis, 137 townhomes, and 90 condo units. So that gives us a good overview of activity. Let's take a look at price. The average sale price for all residential properties in Waterloo Region was just over $800,000. Up 0.3% compared to April of 2023 and down 0.7% compared to last month. The average sale price for a detached home was just under $940,000. This represents a 1.4% increase from April 2023 and a decrease of almost 2% compared to March. Semis were just under $666,000, townhomes were just over $660,000, and apartment-style condominiums were just under $486,000. Now, let's wrap it up with volume. There were 1,443 new listings added to the MLS system in KW and area in April, which is up 65.3% compared to April 2023 and up 15.5% compared to the previous 10-year average for April. There were 1,390 homes available for sale in an active status at the end of April. This is an increase of 101.4% compared to April 2023 and up 13.6% compared to the previous 10-year average of 1,224 listings for April. There were 2.5 months of inventory at the end of April. This is an increase of 108% compared to last year. The average number of days to sell in April was 18 compared to 16 days in April 2023 and a previous 5-year average of 15 days. So let's recap on what's been happening in April. Personally, in our business and our team, we've noticed at the beginning of April, there was quite a big demand for properties. When we were listing our properties lower to generate a multiple bid strategy, we had lots of showings, many offers. We were able to obtain high sale prices, some even above sellers' expectations. At the end of April, things started to soften up a bit. So there's a lot more inventory hitting the market, which tempers the hunger of buyers because they have more options to choose from, which in turn causes an effect of less showings happening because there's more properties that buyers might like. They might disqualify some that they're not really that into, versus when the market doesn't have a lot of inventory, buyers are coming and looking at everything. So this is typical of this time of the year. April, May, June, we're getting a huge influx of listings. Folks have been waiting for spring and things are moving along. Now it's hard to say what's gonna happen next month on June 5th when the Bank of Canada gets together to discuss the interest rate announcement. My industry insiders are leaning towards likely there being a small, slight, tiny interest rate cut of 25 basis points or 0.25%. If that does happen, I think it will inject more confidence and sentiment into the market. It will get more people to get off the bench and jump in and convey to people that we're on track to lower interest rates. If the rates do come down, and this is a debate I have with many of my clients that are asking me, will rates come down? Will the market be better in June? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I do know that with the minor adjustment, it's more of an emotional reaction. The affordability does not really change. It's a very minimal adjustment on the rate. Now, that being said, will it make the market jump 5 or 10% in 1 month? I doubt it, but I definitely think it will give the market more momentum in terms of sellers being able to achieve a little bit better pricing over the next coming months after that rate reduction. And buyers will likely start seeing more buyers come into the market and create a little bit of an imbalance between supply and demand. There will be more demand in the market. So ultimately, we don't know, but if you're holding your breath for an interest rate reduction, and that's why you're not gonna sell or change your price, it might be the wrong strategy. You have to work within the current market that you're in. If you don't need to sell, then pull your house off the market, wait it out till rates come down. But if you do need to sell, you need to play within the rules that are on the table right now. Things change all the time. The market can shift and swing week to week. We notice these fluctuations. The public, you guys don't see the data that we see. You don't see the interactions of how many showings and offers. So we have quite a good pulse on what's happening that's not really evident through stats and data. There's a lot more nuance there. Anyway, buyers, if the rates come down, I expect it's gonna be more of a competitive situation for you folks. Although inventory is very high right now, you have a good selection of homes that you can choose from. And in some cases, there's listings that are overpriced. They're not moving. They're having to go through multiple price reductions, spend many, many months on the market. And there's other homes that are being marketed and priced correctly from the get-go and selling in a very timely fashion, less than 2 weeks, 3 weeks in some cases. So those are my 2 cents. Folks, if you need to get on the market, you need a good agent, you know who to call. Everybody else, let me know below in the comments. Are the rates coming down in June? Are they coming down in July? Or what do you think? Are we just gonna stay with high rates for the end of 2024? Take care, we'll see you next month.